It's hammer time. So today I'm making something that's either going to be horrifying or I might even like it. Let's find out. So hello everyone, welcome back to my home. Please make yourself comfy, and today I just want to have some fun. So I have my vintage 1964 copy of The Joy of Cooking, and I just want to hop into a time machine and make something that A, you can't find it anywhere anymore, B, it's in season, tomatoes, C, kind of frightens me. The winning recipe for that will be tomato aspic. You really want to do this again with the aspic?
Yeah, I do.
I've done it twice before.
What do you care?
Why? Well, there's got to be a reason why it was so damn popular back in the day, right? I need to understand. I want to. Don't you get it? I'm thinking third time will be a charm here. And if I add something fresh to the savory meat jello, like some good looking tomatoes, I think that's going to add a little more pizzazz to aspic. Because the guy said I have made it twice before and they were both really bad. I gotta do it. I hate it. And we serve this with either mayo or boiled salad dressing. So I opt for the latter with that, because why the hell not? And I need a mold, preferably like a retro looking one. So when I unmold it, it looks the part. Right now I'm fresh out, so we gotta go hunting. So you know what? I thought I'd scour the thrift stores around me searching for the perfect vintage mold. Out of the kitchen, that sounds kind of funny. I don't mean like fungus, I mean a jello mold. And I'm not returning to the kitchen until the job is done. It's not really what I'm looking for. This is a good haul. All right, so the first thrift store was a bust. A lot of good stuff in there. I picked up a lot of good stuff. Nothing pertinent to what we're doing right now. Also, I made a scene. I dropped a glass pie plate, shattered everywhere. It was loud. I'm so sorry. Store number 2.
Hello.
Hi there. Can I just search around?
Oh, sure, why not?
This store's kind of awkward. I'm the only one in here right now. Okay. That was awkward. Store number 3. Ooh, what do we got here? All right, we're close, but no cigar. It's massive. Okay. Losing hope. Give store number 4 a try.
I got mustard. I got mustard.
What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, I'm taking that. Cool. That's a no-brainer. Whoa, 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 I see a vintage Jell-O mold here. At least that's what I'm settling for. This is a winner. That's tempting. I want some older looking serving dish too. Jackpot.
And it's alright.
Value Village, you magnificent bastard. So today's episode is sponsored by Mudwater. It's not coffee, and that is kind of the point, because sometimes you just don't want another cup. But you still want to focus and have some energy without destroying your sleep. Perfect. Mudwater is made with cacao, masala chai, and a blend of mushrooms. And it's organic, zero sugar, and only a fraction of the caffeine of coffee. So you're getting a boost without the actual jitters, or like crashing out halfway through the day, or staring at the ceiling while you're trying to sleep. See, I only just discovered mushroom coffee very recently, and then that's what led me here to Mudwater. It's kind of an afternoon thing, you know? It's kind of spicy, a little chocolatey, and gives me a little lift without sending my heart racing and still pass out later. So if you want to try it out yourself, you can click the link or scan the QR code. For a limited time, you use the code ANTICHEF. You'll get 15% off your order, and they'll also include free frother. Let's get back to work. I have returned, bearing gifts for myself. All I needed was a Jell-O mold, and kind of went a bit ape shit in there. I couldn't stop. There's just like so many good things that I was spotting. Vintage stuff I needed, and just like now I have it, and just stuff I don't need also. But I figure, why don't you pick it all up and you can use it for your cooking and for the show and for different videos. So it's just like the ideas were just... Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here with the tomato aspic, but I think this should be interesting to see what I'm spending my money on. Is this a thrift haul? I don't know if you remember this documentary of Michael Jackson back in the day, but he goes into like this shop and he's just like, I want that. I'll take that. I'll buy that. Let me have that.
This table, these, and these. We got these, right?
Okay, so why don't we just take a detour from the tomato aspic and I can show you everything I got and we'll get back onto the highway. We used to have these in the house growing up. They remind me of being a kid. I wanted this, but it came as a package deal. I think this is a cake stand or it's a vegetable serving platter. But I just wanted this. Okay, I bought 2 cookers. I don't know why. This blender reminds me of being a kid. Glass bowls. Oh, hell yeah. Pyrex with the capital letters. That's important. Silver Fox meets Whitey Ford. Yo Nanas. Potato Express. Rice cooker. Citrus Express. Bacon Wave. Chia. Those last few things were a joke. I'll make a video about it. And this is all I really needed. Jell-O mold and a serving dish. Let's get cooking. Tomato aspic coming right up. The cookbook says I need 3.5 cups worth of tomatoes. So I gotta assume that's whole, unpeeled tomatoes. 3.5 cups worth, how the hell do you measure that? Well, according to my research here, that is roughly 800-ish grams worth. Okay, so that's around 850 grams for 6 tomatoes. That's all I need. I don't need all of this. Hey, Christy. Will you want these for the weekend?
Yes, please. Thank you.
So all I gotta do here is add a bunch of seasoning in with the tomatoes. This is half a teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, and around 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of chopped onion, and 4 ribs of celery, including the leaves. 1 bay leaf, better make it 2. Sure as hell not driving tonight. Optional teaspoon of dried basil or tarragon. I'm opting for tarragon. Now bring it to a simmer for 30 minutes. The juice from the tomatoes is obviously extracting, so you just don't need water. After 30 minutes, ended up putting a lid on this thing so the liquid didn't evaporate too much. So yeah, it's just kind of doing something like that. Lovely. Cool. So what we gotta do here is half a cup of cold water. I need to dissolve 2 tablespoons of gelatin powder into that. I'm assuming 1 pack is 2 tablespoons. You assumed wrong. I'll assume that 2 packs is 2 tablespoons. In it goes, and a little for good luck. 2.5 packets. Okay, give that a stir. And in a matter of seconds, the water is gone, only dissolved gelatin. Fantastic. Can I have a bowl? Can I have like the new glass bowl? That would be great. Thank you. Strain the tomato thing into my new glass bowl. Extract as much tomato juice as I can muster here. Dissolve the gelatin into the hot liquid. Add enough water in here. It's got to equal around 4 cups worth of liquid. Okay, so I think at this point is when I should be using my mold. It doesn't say, but that's why I bought it. That's using your noggin. So I'm gonna get this into the fridge and it needs to chill and set. But before it sets completely, we're gonna do a couple things, but give it time. So I would say after around an hour, this sucker is firming up nicely. I gotta add in some solid ingredients that are optional, but I'm choosing to do it. Some grated carrots, some chopped celery, and some sliced green olives that have been stuffed with pimento. The green olives, don't you feel like that's got that the retro vibe going on? Screaming like 50s, 60s. The book says to chill the aspic, and when it is about to set, add 1 to 2 cups worth of solid ingredients. So let's start off with the olives. Will they sink or float? Oh, shoot. Okay, honestly, I thought I would have more time. Add the carrots too. I see. You're just gonna have to, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'd say this is around a cup worth of ingredients in total. I think that should be good. I had this leftover aspic in a separate mold, but I think I can just combine it in there. Now I think those ingredients should be suspended into the Jell-O in a very even enough fashion, I hope. So I'm just gonna chill this until it is completely firmed up. That could take a few hours. That could take the rest of the day, overnight. Not quite sure yet, but all I know is that when this thing unmolds, I want it to look structurally sound. I see ya when I see ya. Easy, easy, easy. I said I would see ya when I see ya. So here's the deal. At the beginning of this video, I was talking to you and I told you that I was gonna make some boiled salad dressing to go along with the aspic. Kind of regret saying that. Probably could just cut it out of the video, but I'm not, because a promise is a promise. Boiled salad dressing sounds awesome. Let's make it. Boiled salad dressing. Could I have a bowl, please? Thank you. And we gotta make a double boiler. So a pot of simmering water, on goes the bowl, 2 egg yolks, 2/3 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of melted butter, teaspoon of dried mustard powder, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, just as a couple grains of cayenne pepper. That should cover it. The water cannot be boiling, just simmering. So I dissolve 2 teaspoons of cornstarch in 1/3 cup of milk and I add that in. Stir it and cook until it's thick. If you want, you can add some chopped parsley since I have it. There it goes. I'd say that's thickened. Thickened. Bowl me. One of the new glass bowls, like the cut of your jib. So, no. So the 2 egg whites, I need stiffly beaten peaks over here. I realize that that's probably not a good idea. Bowl me. Thank you. The glass bowl, like breaking off pieces of glass into the eggs. Fold this into the stiff peaks. They are no longer super stiff peaks. They're just more broken up cloud or whatever. I think I whipped those egg whites for a bit too long. So I added a stabilizer, which was just a little hoot of milk. And it's brought it to a nice smooth consistency. It is what it is. Okay, let's do this. Incoming aspic. It's what hopes and dreams are made out of. I think if I dunk this in a bowl of like hot water. Oh, okay, so it almost flooded a little bit. It flooded, but it did not penetrate into the Jell-O. Great. Platter that I picked up earlier. This is not mentioned in the book, but I just saw some other images of tomato aspic and they were served on like lettuce. I mean, obviously what we gotta do is flip this over onto my bed of lettuce. Smart thing to do would probably be, I don't know about this lettuce, dude. Shut up. Okay. It's hammer time. Better not be some gelatinous mess or I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. Oh, Shiza! And it's free. Order up. It is officially split, which is trouble. Solid jiggle to it. I mean, obviously it looks like the most revolting thing I think I've ever made. It's split and the integrity got lost and the green olives really just do a number there. So, all right. And 1, 2, 3, up and down. It says to serve this with the boiled salad dressing. I think if I just put it on top. I like to give something a fair shake here, so I got my second slice with far less salad dressing on it, so I can really taste the aspic.
Yummy!
Just dreadful. Just really bad. It's just nothing redeeming about it, actually. One of the worst. Maybe the boiled salad dressing is the best part about this, but I just kind of tacked that on at the end, but that's got some nice flavor in it. I feel like I could use that in a potato salad and it would be dynamite, really. Although we're not really talking about the boiled salad dressing. It's about the aspic. It feels like a mistake. It's got the vibe of like you whipped up some homemade tomato soup. It was kind of under-seasoned and was lacking some pizzazz, which is what I was aiming for at the beginning of this video, remember? Because I had the fresh tomatoes and I said I wanted some pizzazz. Anyway, it feels like you just forgot about it in the fridge for like a month and maybe you cooked it with some chicken stock and it congealed up into that abomination. Well, at least I got a Jell-O mold out of it. Keep subjecting myself to aspic, thinking that it's ever going to be different. If I was going to give this a score out of 10, maybe a 0.5, just because I could eat the 2 slices. So there's something. I couldn't make it that far with the other aspics. So That's good, 0.5 out of 10. If we throw in the boiled salad dressing, I'll bring that up to a 1.5. Now we're getting somewhere. So that's that. Anyway, while I stand here in a puddle of Aspic, let me just check the subscriber count. 499,728 subscribers. That gives me 222 more to go, right? Yeah. Before I've reached 500,000 subscribers, which I've been anxious and excited to get to that one. I don't know if I'll ever get to 1 million, so that's kind of a big deal over here. Anyway, this isn't the dish that I wanted to celebrate that whole thing with, so we can postpone the celebrations. I just wanted to say, almost there. Almost there. This was Spine and Dine. Bon appetit. Au revoir.